Let's try a little exercise. You're scary as shit. Now, I'm talking about anybody who has a piece of content platform that they work off of. You're scary as shit. You are scary to look at. And it's like shocking people to come across your video. Talking about your videos. Bah! Literally like that. So you're scary as shit to look at. So why would people want to watch that train wreck? Ask Kamala Harris. It's not a free country for you to be able to be seen in front of a million people when you're a fucking criminal. You have no ethics or morals, and you're a narcissist while teaching about narcissism. You're all narcissists because you're not actually talking to an audience. You're talking to yourselves, which is an alien encounter of yourself. It's the weirdest thing. You're like talking to yourselves, but it's not yourself. And then you slide the feeling of yourself as if you're talking to people over there, but you're actually talking to yourself. And then you try to steal acting skills from other people if you like that personality trait. And it just looks like an uplift. It's not that fucking hard. And then they use a voluminous amount of bot accounts as a basically taking your face and pushing it into the direction of how they want you to perceive them when they're evil as shit as the complete underneath of all of it, while they tell you and show you the most dumbest shit. Most, like, you would never go to a eat clean party and enjoy that shit. Think about that for a second. You would never go to an eat clean party and enjoy that shit, but Gary Vee will go on his platform and he'll say, I really had a great time. And then you'll say, wow, that looks like fun. Oh, really? It does? How come you're not sitting in the room, in the living room, with those weird-ass people, with that weird-ass girl you call fiance, as she's bullshitting these people about your trip and your 2-week this and your marriage this and your wedding this and all that dumb shit? How stupid can you fucking be? So you're like, I'm not sure what part of this you don't fucking understand about how stupid this shit is. Has nothing to do with the fucking actual event itself. It has everything to do with what you're willing to do, your disrespect for audiences, and the audience's reaction to what they're watching. And underneath all of it is intent to hurt people. And you don't care about that because how many eat clean parties has she produced? And how many sick people have showed up for that shit? And this is an example of what Kamala Harris is up to when it comes to politics. And you're still standing because you want to go to a free concert? So that your life is over because you wanted to see Katy Perry in a boob top? Who, by the way, voted for Trump in the last election because she went against the grain? Because there's a video out about that. Promoting Republican. Yet she's going to be performing at the whatever event it is. And let me remind you that Kamala Harris can't travel or work. She doesn't work. She parties. She's like an Alex Earl. So we're living in an era of idiocracy, and you're the idiots. Because you didn't ever lift a finger in your home. You bullied people at work, but now it's to an extreme level, so you're extremists. You never really supported the country, obviously, because you don't believe in the Constitution. You only believed in yourselves, which is why we have all these kids in foster care. Because the money that's being allocated is for the people working as adults versus for the children. That's why judges continuously let kids go back into these pervert homes. Because there is no assistance and there's nowhere to put them. Because you're bad parents. All of this is relatable to the internet, by the way. So all this uplift shit that you're talking about isn't getting anything done except for uplifting more criminals to do more bad shit. which is what we just saw in the video I posted on True Social of more BLM members, which are Kamala's team, destroying Jewish property. Just for the hell of it, because black people don't have a feeling about Jewish people. And then nobody wants to speak out, to speak real conversation, because you're all immature. Except for Donald Trump, which is why you don't like him. Joy bit her. Whoopi Goldberg doesn't like Joy. The Puerto Rican on the end doesn't like Whoopi or Joy. And the white girl is a pathetic piece of shit who's got nothing to say but reads a script, and she abuses her children. So none of these people speak in human form. They speak like, I don't even know how they speak. But they've captured your soul into the hypnosis of what they're trying to create, which is, I'm better than you. That's what Joy says to you. I know more than you. I'm better than you. And then you put all your trust in what that whore is saying, and then your life is at risk, but she gets paid. And that's what all influencers are doing at this time, while they're getting praised by pretend nice guys. Because a nice guy who actually wants to defend the country, like Donald Trump, wouldn't tolerate joy. Like the actual form of what joy is, which is misery. They would find solutions to the concerns. But that's not what you're all up to. You just want to live in joy. So now we're going to see the money that we're putting into taxes going to Alex Earl's bikini top. Alex Cooper and her podcaster, because she's going to promote the agenda of what Kamala Harris wants. And the first level of voting now is letting everyone know that you are voting. Why would it matter if you vote or not? It does matter. But now the next phase to that is Kamala's going to tell everybody to show who you voted for, which would actually be a great thing, because now we're going to see if there's voter fraud. However, in the world of where we're at with Kamala Harris, which is no unity, just unity for those trying to overpower others, the unification of the United States now is overpowering others. That's Kamala Harris's campaign. Disrespect, nothing to say, no policy, partying, promoting Persians and Russians, promoting the ill-intended, bully systems, fear-mongering, working off a new form of democracy to use their Illuminati tactics as if that's democracy. That's not democracy. Forcing you to like Alex Earl when you don't like Alex Earl, she makes you fucking sick. She's disgusting. She doesn't teach you any morals or ethics. She has no standards. She's like way down here below the bar. But Donald Trump sets the bar high, which is the way a plastic surgeon should live, is in high standards. Or a cardiologist. Or a pharmacist. But what Obama does is says, you don't need a degree. That's what they're telling you. You don't need a degree to be a cardiologist. You just need on-the-job training. Is that what you're fucking saying? Cardiology. They don't understand the process of becoming a cardiologist and the work that you put in to have high regard for the actual work itself and for your patients, because you learn a lot when you become a cardiologist. Why does a cardiologist have the personality of a cardiologist? It's because they take a lot of shit serious instead of partying it up like Alex Earl. So now you're going to tell me that Alex Earl's a cardiologist? Yeah, somebody who breaks hearts for a living. Oh, that's really, really witty, isn't it? So now I'm showing you what we are in store for with a sick-ass group of people. So Harry Sisner can control the youth so that he can party it up while he gives Alex Earl oral. Because that's what he wants for a living. So that he can follow in the footsteps of Obama. Because that's how Obama taught him. Just give him the money. Show him the money. That's really what we're watching here, folks. That's what you're voting for when you vote for Kamala.